What's going on, everybody? My name is Jacob and welcome to my channel where we talk about business, finance, and entrepreneurship. Today I'll be showing you guys how I mine cryptocurrency in my college dorm. I'll be going through how I got into it, how much it cost me, how much I make every month, the pros and cons of mining, and if you stick around to the end, I'll share my thoughts and if I think right now is a good time to get into it. All I ask is for you guys to like the video, and if you find some value, to consider subscribing. So for me, this all started about a year ago. I had just finished up my first summer doing sales where I made some good money, and I finally had enough to start investing. So I started dabbling in a little bit of everything. I started buying stocks, I started trading options, I started trading Forex, and even dabbled in lots of different cryptocurrencies. Although I look back at it now and realize I wasn't really investing, I was gambling. I had no idea what I was doing, and I lost over $1,000 thanks to some sketchy option plays, and lost money in doing the other things as well. And to be honest, I'm lucky I didn't lose more than that. After that, I kind of took a break for a little bit, gambling, but I continued to do some research. Now, what happens next will change how I invest in crypto forever. So I was on a family vacation in California, and I started talking to my brother-in-law about some of his investments. The one that he seemed the most excited about was cryptocurrency mining, specifically mining Ethereum, where you basically buy these high-tech computers and you just run a software on it. This software then uses your computing power to help make transactions. Now, because you help make the transaction, it rewards you by paying you in Ethereum. It's similar to a credit card charging a payment processing fee. Because they transact your money, they take a small fee. Honestly, it was super confusing at first, but as I kept thinking about it throughout the trip, I really liked it and I just wanted to try it out. So I did. When I got home, I hopped on Facebook Marketplace, found some people selling the necessary mining equipment, and I got enough to get started. And just a few days later, I was up and mining. After about a month and a half of mining without any problems, I decided I wanted to get another rig. I found a guy here locally that was selling his rig, and I decided to buy that. So altogether, I currently have 2 rigs. One I've been mining for about 3.5 months, and the other I've been mining for about 2 months. So this is my dorm here. I've got my miner there, my bed here, and my desk there. My other miner is just in my buddy's room. It's right there. It's not too big as well. It's just got the 3 GPUs and just connects to his monitor right there. So let's jump into the numbers and talk about what everything costs. So all in all, my first rig was $3,200. I bought 3 graphics cards. One was $900, the other one was $900, and the other one was $1,250. I bought all the other stuff that I needed, like a CPU, a motherboard, and a power supply unit for $200. What really helped me out is I bought everything locally, so I didn't have to pay any type of fees, taxes, or shipping. My second rig was about double the size, and I paid $7,250 for it. This one included 6 graphics cards as well as all the other stuff I needed as well. So currently I am all in at $10,450. So let's talk about how much it makes me and if I think it's worth it. As of right now, I've made 0.73 Ethereum. At today's prices, that's just over $3,000. My first rig has been running for about 3.5 months and my second for just over 2 months. The first of each month I get paid out, and since both rigs have been up and running, those payouts have been about 0.25 Ethereum each month. At today's prices, that's about $1,000 a month. So if you consider my all-in cost at $10,450, that would be about a 10.5 month payoff. But because these rigs take up a significant amount of power, I'm not sure my room could power both of them. So I do put the smaller one in my roommate's room, and I do pay him a small percentage of what that brings in every month. The only other cost along with mining besides buying the equipment is the cost of electricity. Luckily for me and all the other tenants where I live pay a fixed rate for utilities, so I would be paying that whether I mine here or not. So I don't choose to include that in the cost of mining. But I would say if I was somewhere else, it would run me about $80 to $100 a month. So that's how much it costs me, that's how much I make each month. Now I want to talk about the pros and the cons of mining cryptocurrency. My favorite pro is it is seriously 99% passive. If a rig shuts down, which might happen once every other week, then it takes me about 3 minutes to get it back up and running again. About a month ago, I ran the numbers, and if my miner was an employee working a 40-hour work week, it'd be making over minimum wage here in the state of Utah. Now, since then, the price of Ethereum has dropped, so it's probably a little bit less than that now, but I basically have a worker working for me full time without me having to do anything. Another pro in my eyes is it's a hedge against cryptocurrency. So for example, if something crazy happened and the price of Ethereum went to zero, I still have the hardware that I could sell and recoup most of my costs. Compared to if I went and put $10,000 into cryptocurrency and went to zero, I'd have nothing. Now, a couple of the cons. So first off, these are computers and they're running really fast, so they do get a little hot. Which right now I don't mind because it's winter here in Utah. It's like it's a heater for the house, so I really like that. So I guess you could technically consider that a pro, but during the summer, I'm sure it will get pretty hot, so I'm not sure what I'll do about that yet. The only other con that I can think of is it is a little bit noisy, and it's nothing crazy, it's just like a fan's running, it's like some white noise, and I'll actually throw up a clip of what that sounds like now. So this is how loud the mining rig is. It doesn't bother me at all while I sleep. I did decide to turn it off while I was video, just because it could affect the sound of me talking and stuff like that. So for me, the pros massively outweigh the cons, but would I recommend you to get into it right now? And to be honest, no.
Another one.
I wouldn't. If this was a year ago, I would absolutely say yes, get into it, it's awesome. But with Ethereum making the transition to proof of work, which is mining, to proof of stake, which is basically means you can't mine it anymore, there's just no telling on how much longer you have to mine. They say it's supposed to come between like June and July of this year, but they've been saying they're going to transition for the past couple years, so I just don't know. The good thing about GPU mining is you can mine other coins, but they just are not as profitable. And once Ethereum goes unmineable, all the other computing power is going to jump into these other coins, which is going to make it more difficult and less profitable. And that's how I mine crypto in my college dorm. If you guys have any questions, leave a comment down below and I'll respond to all of them. And if you want another video about my mining setup, I'd be happy to make another one. So comment below what you want to see. Thanks for tuning in and have a blessed day.